Hey everyone. So today I wanted to talk just to team managers and above because I was thinking about something. I've been talking to some leaders lately and I've been getting asked a lot like, what are your systems? What are your systems? How do you keep people promoting? How do you work with your team? And I've always felt kind of weird about that question because I don't feel like I have any real systems, like exactly what I do. So I've been thinking a lot about what I do and how I get people promoting on my team. Obviously, I don't do it; they do it. But I think that there's a way that you can encourage it as their team manager or as their upline. And so, one thing that is practical that I think I can share with you guys, and a lot of you probably already do this, but I just wanted to share it in case you don't. Um, I follow our compensation plan chart, and I always have since I joined. So this little chart right here, I know that you guys all have seen that at some point. So first thing, memorize it exactly. I know that thing like the back of my hand, okay? So I know that a senior consultant needs to have 2 active legs and they need to sell 300 PRV. And I know that a lead consultant needs to sell 400 PRV. They need 2 active legs. They need 1500 TRV. I know that a team manager needs 5 active legs and they need 2 lead consultant legs. So these things are ingrained in me. It's gotten to the point where I know exactly what you need for a rank. And then coupling that with your genealogy report, some people prefer to do this with their TAR, and it just kind of depends on how your brain works. My brain, it's weird because I hate puzzles, but I kind of like the puzzle of genealogy. So I like to look down and look at someone that maybe last month was a senior consultant, and I like to look at them and what they need for a lead consultant. And so the process for this starts not at the beginning of the month, it starts at the end of the month. And the reason why is because you don't want people to feel like you're like using them to get you or to get someone else to promote, or you don't want them to feel like you're asking like a ton of them last minute. So I start at the end of a month and I look at the rank that everybody got that month. And it kind of gives me a way to look at what I think they can get the next month. And usually that's like 1 rank up or 2 ranks up, or maybe it's just to maintain that rank. And you kind of have to judge your team. You kind of have to know them, know what's going on in their lives to see if, what's possible for them. But I start there, and I start with, however you're going to talk to your team. If you're going to message them, if you're going to talk to them on the phone, talk with them about what you think they're capable of the next month. So you're saying, I'm so proud of you. Look at what you did this month. I know you can do this next month. I know you were a lead consultant this past month and you did awesome. And I really think next month you can be a senior lead. And, just to remind you for that, you're going to need another active leg and you're going to need the 3000 TRV. And one of those legs is going to need to be an advanced consultant. I do it again about the 10th or 15th. I check in with everybody. You might even write this down, like write their name and what you think they can get. Make sure that you've talked with them about it and whether or not they're shooting for it or not. Then you can check in with them again about halfway through the month and you can look at their progress and maybe adjust your goals and maybe say, actually, I think you can get up to this rank, or, let's shoot for maintaining this rank. So I do that about the 15th of every month. And then from then on, I'm looking at it at every part of the month. And you can always kind of check if somebody's on track, basically, by looking at the number of days in a month. Okay, so like say today is what is today? I don't even remember. Today, okay, say if it was the 20th today. And you want to know if somebody is on track for lead consultant that month, okay? So you're going to take their TRV, divide it by 20, and that's going to give you an average about what they're doing a day this month. And then you're going to multiply that by how many days are in the month. So if today's the 20th, take their TRV, divide it by 20, then multiply by 31. That's how many days are in October. That's going to give you a little ballpark of what is possible, and then add a little in for the end of the month because of end of the month madness. And then that'll kind of give you an idea of, are they on track? And you can message with them or talk with them and say, look, you're on track for this. I think you can do it if you just talk to this person and this person about what they need. Sorry, I was looking to see if someone was there. So I do that every month, and many of you know that. I don't do it with everyone, but certainly with people who are my level 1, 2, 3s, and then team manager level 1, 2, 3s, or any rank above that, I'm looking. And what I've realized is that not everybody thinks that way, and not everybody is looking. And sometimes someone is so close to a rank. I kid you not, I had somebody close to lead executive one time, and they had no idea. And it was like a double promotion to lead executive, and it was just a matter of one person getting active. And if I hadn't caught it by looking through my genealogy and talked to that person, and they talked to their person, and they talked to their person, they would have missed that. And so if you could teach your girls to think this way, and if you could just help them out by, many of you know, I'll message you and say, look, you're on track for this rank, and your girl such and such is on track for this rank, and you need to talk to them because they need to get their girl so-and-so active, or, encourage them that they just need one more recruiter, they just need, this many sales. And somebody has to be looking out for all those numbers. And a lot of the time when someone's a new consultant, they're not going to be looking out for those numbers. They're just kind of moving along and having a good time, and they may not have any idea what kind of promotion that they're close to. So, it might look like you messaging them and saying, look, you need one more active leg. You still have half the month to do it. You're on track for your TRV. You need a little more PRV. Do you have any prospects? What can I do to help you? They may have had no idea that it was possible, and now they've got somebody in their upline believing in them, and they know that you're paying attention. And I've seen so many people just light up that way, and all of a sudden they're going for it because somebody thinks they can, and because they had no idea how close they were. So that is definitely a system that I am doing. And like I said, it doesn't start at the end of the month, or at the beginning of the month. It starts at the end of a month, going into that next month. Then you're checking in with them halfway through. Then when it comes down to the end of the month and there's just a couple days left, you're not just bugging people on your team. You're checking in with them about something that you've been talking about forever and that you've been encouraging them with. And they don't feel like you're using them. They don't feel like you're expecting too much of them. It's not a surprise to them. So this is something I've always done with my team from the beginning, but I'm starting to realize that it's not part of everybody's systems, and I know we're all different, but I would say it's something that has helped me a lot, because I've literally seen promotions that would have never happened if somebody hadn't been looking through that genealogy and looking at how close everybody was, and then making sure that they knew about it. So anyway, I hope that is a little pointer that will help you in dealing with your teams, and I hope that you guys have a great day today.